What are you going to be doing now? OnlyFans?
What the? You've forgotten that I'm a child.
No, but OnlyFans is not a bad thing in itself, man. You can be posting scriptures and people subscribe.
But that's the wrong place, man. You know what the Bible says about lust?
No. Welcome to Shimike Podcast. I'm your boy Lishomo alongside
William.
Welcome to an interesting episode, the first episode of 2026.
Anyways, the first episode of 2026. It's been a minute.
Yeah, and I'm rusty, man. Trying to get back the groove, man.
No, I can see that very clearly, man.
How's been your year, man?
It's been a slow 2026. I can't lie.
Good to have you. It's been a while, man. What happened? Where were you?
What happened to William, eh?
Yeah.
Skinny ugly boy.
In fact, what happened to the skinny ugly boy?
Okay.
Nah, bro. Since that one, get back on set, bro. Get back on set. What the hell did you just say?
So, I can't lie. I had a lot going on in my personal life last year. Wow.
That's crazy.
That sounded sarcastic, but okay. Yes, I had a lot going on in my personal life. I felt like I was in a place where I needed consistency.
Yeah.
But I was not getting consistency in anything. That's in regards to like my spiritual life, in regards to my academics, in regards to content creation as a whole, like a whole thing, like with my TikTok and then with the podcast. So it's like I was on and off with everything, man. And then I was just dissatisfied with myself. So I had to take some time, just step back from everything, and then try to make sense of my life as a whole.
So, like for this year, what are some of the things you put in place for that not to happen?
So the first thing that I'll start with last year because it's been a process, yeah. The first thing that I did as a man of faith,
Of course.
As a man of faith.
Preach.
Yes, as a man of faith, the first thing that I did was to get right with God, I felt like I had so many doubts about my spiritual life, and like I was just not consistent with my one-on-ones, prayer, reading the Bible. So that was like it was a big thing for me, So it's like, let me get this right, at least try to get this right, and then let me start doing other things, the other things can follow, but let me get this exactly.
Nice.
So that's about that. And then in regards to content creation, I feel like skinny ugly boy is gone.
Oh,
I can't lie.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, the skinny ugly
boy is gone.
What's there now?
If I'm to get back to content creation, it's going to be
Pastor William.
Not Pastor William, bro. It's just going to be as William Kawina, bro.
Oh yeah.
But I've still got like question marks about whether I'm going to get back to making content. So I don't know, man. We'll see. It's 50-50,
So the fixing process started like last year. So you didn't wait for the new year. You're not like these other guys who are like, okay, 1st April, 1st January, April Fools. Like 1st January, I need to do these resolutions, get in the gym, do what. It started just.
I feel like that's mad, bro. Because if you're really trying to do something, why do you have to wait until the next year? But I feel like it's an advantage in the sense that the hype around the whole New Year's resolutions thingy may help with your mindset going into whatever you're trying to achieve. But then, if you're a serious person, you don't have to wait for the new year. Just do what you have to do, man.
Nice. So you don't have to wait for a day.
Anyway, how's your 2026 been so far?
It's good. I'm loving it. Started on a slow pace. And I think we're getting the groove of it. Every year has its own issues. Growing. There's a lot, man.
Any resolutions for this year?
I feel like the ones I didn't finish up. I couldn't add more to the list when I just managed to tick maybe one or two out of the resolutions I made last year. Only two, maybe out of the list of 10. So I have to work on the other 8.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
What were you doing the whole year last year?
No, I feel like the goals I was setting were far-fetched, man. Yeah.
Let's hear like one or two of the same goals.
Like I was like mostly my life revolves around academics and everything like that. So I was like, no, I need to get this certification by this day. And just realize that it's a process, man. Learning process. Getting your money right,
that's one of the hardest things I can't lie.
Yeah, man. So
but that's what's up. My financial goal for this year is making 100K, bro.
100K what? Kwacha. What are you going to be doing now? OnlyFans?
What the? You've forgotten that I'm a child.
No, but OnlyFans is not a bad thing in itself, man. You can be posting scriptures and people subscribe.
But that's the wrong place, man. You know what the Bible says about lust?
No,
chill. No, think about it like this, bro. That's the wrong platform if you think about it. That's the worst platform. This is why.
No, explain to me why it's the worst platform.
Bro, like OnlyFans has got messed up content as well. So if
TikTok doesn't have messed up content.
It does, but bro, that's OnlyFans. Not OnlyFans is about saying you're trying to preach the gospel or something via OnlyFans is just crazy, bro.
Okay, how are you going to make 100K?
I don't know, man.
But you must make 100K
somehow.
Don't you think that's far-fetched, man?
Legal or illegal? I have to do 100K
man
before
God, bro. That's crazy.
No, I forgot.
You forgot. Skinny ugly boy, and you came back.
That's my Slim Shady.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, February is coming to an end. Did you do anything for Valentines? And what did you just think about Valentine's Day this year in general?
I feel like the same people who have to wait for 1st January for them to start a new life are the people who celebrate Valentine's. According to me.
What do you mean? Look, elaborate.
You don't have to wait for the 14th to show love to the people you love. You have to show love every day. You can get your hand or whomever you love flowers any day, even on the 12th, even on the 28th. I don't have to wait for
Valentine's Day.
Just asking my hand to be my Valentine. If I had, just absurd, bro.
That's crazy. I also don't understand, man. You know that you're for each other.
Yeah.
But then you still want to be asked, man.
It's like asking your mother on Mother's Day to be your mother.
That's crazy.
It's just crazy, man. Because how?
But I feel like, for me, Valentine's Day didn't really happen, bro. Because my contact, I don't know if I was single and the time.
It's the economy, bro.
Bro, nobody was posting, man.
The economy.
I was only seeing reposts, people posting what their friends got. And not what they got. So I think
maybe there's a great shift that's happening. People have gone out of the Valentine's.
I don't think so.
Or people are just broke.
You know that thing they say about poverty?
Oh yeah, it's just
it's just at your place.
That's just and the economy is just bad at your place. That's crazy.
No, but I feel like people did crazy things, bro.
Yeah, I know. But the entire concept. But February is packed with content, okay, not really content, but activities. There's the
Ncwala ceremony.
Yeah.
That ceremony is one of the most
power to the people. Those are our roots, man. We need to own it, embrace it.
I feel like most of us are not proud of.
Yeah, well, we can't.
And I love the culture, by the way. I love the whole idea of the ceremony, and that's something we have to hold on to. But I don't agree with what happened.
What happened?
I feel like you know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't know, man.
The hype about what happens at the Ncwala ceremony.
The dressing?
Not the dressing. The sexual side of things.
Okay. So that doesn't sit.
I don't understand that still, I really don't.
How the government has to put in a certain amount of protective measures.
All that stuff. Okay, no, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like coming together as people and doing that is just messed up.
That's not what they.
What's the
ceremony
story
all about?
No, honestly speaking, I don't know much about the ceremony. So,
Okay,
shed
so
some
let
light.
me fix you on this item because I'm like one of the Bingoni guys.
Oh,
yeah.
I never knew.
So the celebration is just generally about celebrating your harvest, like your first fruits. Yeah, before you like distribute it to like the communities, you know, you celebrating and tasting those produces. That's just what the item is all about.
You see why it's so messed up?
How?
Look, I've been on socials.
Yeah.
We haven't had classes. I'm a student, so yeah.
Okay.
We haven't had classes for the last 2 weeks. I've been on socials on a daily, and I haven't seen the true meaning of the ceremony, bro.
Oh yeah, people like to focus on the wrong items.
Exactly.
Okay, petty items. Like the guy is this guy who's trending, you know, the guy who is like rocking, you know,
The pink.
Yeah.
No, that brother was doing
He was out
too
over
much,
there.
bro.
So he was.
And it's crazy that those photos aren't censored, bro.
Oh yeah. Come think of it, man.
Kids are using Facebook. But that brother, no.
No, he's out of order, I remember. But he's really enjoying it. Would you rock that item?
No way, man.
If you were a Ngoni guy, you
No
wouldn't.
way, man. I feel like there's some decent outfits that they have. I feel like that's just too much, bro.
But before these items, that was what was decent.
That was their drip.
Yeah, it was like the most decent item you can ever have, you know.
That's crazy, man.
Oh yeah, I know. Just get to see how far we've come, you know. Come from way back, bro. Rocking animal skin. Ish, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Anywho, it's a good event. I hope you attend one day.
You've never been?
I think we should do it. Should go and shoot that side and ask them. It should be like something we can do.
If I go those days, then I'm going to evangelize, bro.
What are you going to do them?
I'm going to discourage them from like the sexual immorality side of things.
Oh yeah, so, okay. Yeah, no, yeah, we get you, Pastor William.
You know how it is, man.
Yeah, no.
But no, I feel like it's a very nice ceremony. A lot of colors. It's brown, white, and black.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
No, the tradition is very interesting. Where they get to bring in the virgins, you know. They actually have to give the king, you know, the virgins from Italy. So
I never knew about that.
But it's an actual thing. They have to bring about 10? No, not 10. Like they bring virgins in. They have to give. He has to pick, you know. Yeah, so it's an interesting culture.
No, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's culture, so
yeah,
and it's been going on for years, so I don't think my opinion even matters.
Yeah. But we love the car though. The guys have a good taste in cars. Maybach.
I saw that. I actually saw that.
It was dope. Even though most people are like, no, it's a traditional ceremony. Why are you having?
How are they supposed to move?
Oh, like I want them to be using aux cards. Like,
bro,
guys, you know.
This is 2026.
Maybach music.
You know, if a chief was like given the best treatment back in the day, so he should get the best treatment now. But like he's the chief, why should he use an aux card from the bells and stuff?
Because that was the highest. That was like the pinnacle, you know. Yeah. Now that time has changed, the Maybach is like class, you know.
That's the aux card of the modern day.
The modern day,
exactly.
Yeah. How it bounces. But that was cool, bro. Like the Maybach thing, I loved it.
That was like infinite aura, my guy. You know the funny thing about about our roots, you know, is how I feel like but Gen Z, we really neglected our roots, you know.
Oh, last, bro.
And I'm a culprit, even though I'm saying this.
On it. I like it.
You know, I am real nigga. You know, I'm like my tribe is Kachokwe.
Chokwe, where is that from?
I think northwestern Angola.
Oh, that side.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't know how to speak, you know.
So,
and I don't know much about the culture. One thing I know is that they love chili. At least that's a good thing. Yeah, they really love chili.
So the dishes are hot and stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't know much about it.
That's my first time
hearing about the tribe. Never did what's this item in primary school? Social. Is it SDA? It was social and development studies. No. Social studies.
Social studies, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the map for the bantu, how the tribes moved and stuff. I'm sure you would have come across.
Bro, the only thing I remember back then, not even. Okay, why do you even learn these things? Okay, but you still remember those things from then?
I remember a few things anyway. But what are we doing with it now, though?
Yeah, how does that help us, man? Defining the body parts of the grasshopper. John label a grasshopper, bro.
That's in primary school.
Yeah.
Is that in primary?
Hey, I'm then mixing things.
But anyway, all that stuff doesn't matter now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter now. Or maybe it helps us.
I don't know how that helps us, bro.
In a way, we don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
I feel like the education system is just there to make us to test our memory anyway. Oh yeah. To see how good we can remember what they give us.
Oh yeah.
But we don't apply most of it, bro. We really don't apply.
I think they should test our memory, something that would actually help us.
Exactly. Not the parts of the grasshopper. Maybe if you're into
zoology, animal science,
that stuff, maybe you need that. But then for us who are just somewhere else, it's kind of useless.
Yeah, it's kind of useless.
We eat grasshoppers?
No. Amongst the traditional foods, maybe caterpillars. Yeah, those things I can operate.
It's a traditional.
Yeah. People don't eat those things like Westerners. No.
Oh, I get that. Traditional foods slap, by the way. I feel like my
certain traditional foods.
Most of them.
Okay, yeah, most of them.
I feel like that's why I like the whole independence period as well. With I don't know how, and I feel like this is the craziest coincidence in Z. How do the wild fruits come into season when we have independence, bro?
Oh yeah, like what?
Like was it deliberate or
time? Maybe like they won the independence bills, but they were just timing.
They were chilling for them.
Yeah, they were like, guys, need to get it right,
How, bro? What food slap anyway? Isongole, Mpungo, Amasupu. What else is there?
I know you can't see
Popo. Yeah. What do they call it? No.
It's just that most of the items, like the Mpungo level. No, I like those items.
Those items slap.
I don't even know what. There's also there are those things that are like yellow, and then they are like super slimy with seeds inside.
That's if it's Mongol.
Yeah. Now their English item is what? Monkey mango. Yeah, something like that. Like that's their like English item
name. Yeah. I think that's called. I don't know where they're like found in the world, but I think monkeys like them. Yeah. When I went to this place called Chimfunshi in Ncwala, there was a lot of
those items.
Yeah.
And the monkeys were there.
Chimpanzees anyway. But yeah.
Chimpanzees and monkeys.
But it's the same thing, man.
Are you sure?
Like they're cousins,
Oh, okay. They come from it's like alligators and crocs.
Exactly.
Oh, exactly. So then they're not the same.
Yeah.
So we have chimpanzees in Africa. Gorillas.
We have gorillas in the Congo and stuff. Oh, you don't even know what you have. This is what I'm talking about.
No. At least I can speak. How many traditional languages can you speak?
Wow. Let's not go there, man. I can speak some Bemba. I can also speak
the town Bemba, because there are types of Bemba. There's Bemba where people when they're speaking, they are like, bro,
you know how there's Nyanja, and I don't know what deep Nyanja is, but I've got a mate from Eastern Province.
Yeah.
When he's speaking Nyanja, it just passes me, bro. But when you Lusaka lads are speaking Nyanja, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, okay, so there's Nyanja, Nzenga, Ngo.
What about, is it
Chewa? Yeah, Chewa is quite deep and difficult.
How many traditional languages can you speak?
Maybe, let me try to count these. Nzenga, Tonga, Lozi, and Bemba. Yeah. Something like that. Maybe
that's 4.
Yeah.
Now say something
in
Tonga.
Hollywood, No, Hollywood. Yeah. Olo,
do you even speak or you just know how to greet?
No, that's not greeting. Like a man is like Mujembe. Then a girl is Musimbi. Vajembere. Yeah, something like that. Then Lozi. The Lozi words I know are a little bit explicit, Yeah.
So you only know the wrong word.
Yeah. I learned under tough conditions,
Anyways, at least you're doing the most with the languages.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And this has just made me think about how when I heard this in a song, by the way. What track was that? I can't remember the song. But then when someone whose mother tongue isn't like English or whatever is speaking the language and their accent is off, people find it funny.
Oh yeah.
But it's not funny because that's not their language.
It's not their language. Yeah.
Exactly. Like it's not supposed to be funny. And they're actually doing the most in speaking the language.
Yeah, that's right.
So expecting them to be perfect
or fluent, yeah.
It's just crazy, bro.
Oh yeah. But it's crazy. But if the other thing, like maybe you laugh at someone who's like trying to speak English and then they goom and you laugh at them, they take offense. But if the opposite happens to you, like trying to speak local language, it's funny to them, huh?
Exactly.
But them don't take offense if you laugh at them.
But wait.
What does
that has just passed me, bro?
You haven't gotten.
I haven't gotten.
Okay, let me put it like this. Let's say I speak Bemba, bro. I'm trying to learn Bemba. Then
exactly.
I goom the Bemba word. You guys will laugh at me.
Oh.
Yeah. Get it.
In fact, on this one, let me talk.
We need to fix the country on that.
Let me
faster fix them. Okay, no. I've pushed it. I don't know.
Yeah, let me speak on this, and it's very. If people never used to laugh at me when I speak Bemba, I would have been fluent by now. Because trust me, when someone's speaking to me, I understand everything they're saying. But when I try to speak, I don't properly construct things and pronounce things. So people are going to laugh.
They're going to laugh, yeah.
Exactly. And then when it's vice versa, when they are speaking English and we laugh, it's a purge.
That's crazy. Yeah, like no, you're out of order. Yeah, but it's crazy though. How does these dynamics? These are double standards.
Exactly,
yeah,
bro.
These are double standards. But anywho, bro, it was nice having you.
Yeah.
This was a great episode. I enjoyed the conversation.
It's good to be back, by the way.
Hope to see you more often.
I'm definitely going to be about.
Are you going to make a promise that
you'll
be around?
I don't make promises, but I'll be around.
You'll be around. Great stuff. So, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and repost. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Twitter.
Yeah, no, we're everywhere. We're everywhere.
Follow us everywhere, guys. It's vibes. It's Shinike. So you know what's going on, man.
Danko. Be out.